You're listening to Free Radio Revolution. The revolution begins now.
Surfer songs and that, but we'll take it.
We'll take it. All right, what do you got for us, Jeff?
Well, we should jump into Benghazi because I don't
Benghazi.
think we've ever covered it, and it's quite the story, right? It's really when you look at it,
International implications, global
it has the
ramifications.
makings of being something even beyond Watergate. If everything that is being rumored to have transpired is true, or even half of it's true, there's been a huge cover-up. There's been an incredible breach of trust. There's people have died, right? Well, huge amounts of weapons have been sold under the table, kind of deal, to rebels in Syria.
In Syria, you gotta arm the rebels.
So it's quite a story, man, and it's.
Gotta arm Al Qaeda.
Yeah, no. We don't want to say we're doing this, but we're doing this. We're not doing this, but it never happened and it did twice.
Yeah. On one hand, we could say these kind of scandals are kind of cyclical. They come up every now and again, but this one is quite interesting because a lot of people seem to think that Hillary Clinton and Obama could take the fall for this. Even
Really?
Obama could be impeached.
One of the mothers of darkness go down for this?
Well, the other one just died, so why wouldn't this one be impeached?
So we know the story, right? You guys remember it? It was, what, a year ago or so?
Mm-hmm.
And that the embassy in Libya was
Was stormed.
stormed and the
Yeah,
By
and the
rebels.
ambassador was killed.
By rebels.
By rebels, was it? Rebels.
Apparently.
So the
Or apparently not.
the initial thing, I mean, it was right away when it happened. The ambassador to the UN, Susan Rice, Hillary Clinton, were immediately saying it was the film, this particular film, which was called The Innocence of Muslims, right? That was the reason why there was an uprising there, and they went and they killed.
They uprose because of the film?
Because the film the CIA
they said it was.
That the CIA made this film, The Innocence of Muslims.
Well,
I don't know
we'll
what's
get
in the film.
Yeah, that's it.
And
This
this caused an uprising that
they funded.
killed the ambassador.
See, you're jumping all ahead, but that's exactly what I'll be getting
but
is the fact that this film was actually
catalyst.
was produced by elements in the government, elements in the CIA, and used for that specific purpose
As a catalyst to ignite.
Not a catalyst. No, as a sort of false or red. What do you call it?
False flag?
Not a false flag. Something to deter these
Yes,
sort of
they
focus,
use this
right?
as an excuse.
Right.
This
As
is
an
why
excuse.
they uprose, because of this film that they created, which really only became popular like 6 days later.
This is the catalyst. The
Because
thing that
everyone
started
started
the whole reaction.
Exactly. I don't. You guys, did you guys see any of the film? I mean, I
no,
saw
I-
some.
Yes, I watched the
I
whole
have not.
thing. This is the catalyst that mainstream media used.
So tell us a bit about the film.
It looks like guys made it in university trying
Yeah,
to
it
pass
was
the
really
class.
shitty,
It was
right?
terribly made.
And what was it about?
It was about Muhammad was basically fucking all his friends' wives, Had all kinds of women all the time.
Yeah.
Didn't give a shit about anyone but himself.
Yeah.
And everyone did everything he said.
Well, that's not an accurate view of Muhammad.
Well, according to this movie, that's how
Well,
it
Well, I can see how that could be inflammatory to Muslims.
But
Where-
this movie only became popular.
Only got released in Libya?
Well, it got released. Somehow it got to the Middle East like instantly. And then it became a sensation, of course, on YouTube.
Yeah,
Right.
go figure, right? Right away.
This is
In all these countries where YouTube is censored, right? But all,
that's convenient.
but they all have this video, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
they don't have anything, but they have this, right? They can't
Okay.
watch rock and roll videos, but they can watch this,
They
right?
can watch this fucking underground fucking
So,
weird thing.
Programming.
My God, if it's not all programmed to death, this is like totally opt up.
Yeah, here's the thing that's going to set
Now,
off the reaction.
for us to be able to track something, or for regular folk,
Okay, we're going to track this now. So this reaction went off, and
Well,
then
yeah.
there was an attack on the embassy where the guy was killed, right? Who attacked the embassy?
Well,
Rebels.
what it's believed is that it was fundamentalist Islamic jihadists,
Mm-hmm.
Al Qaeda,
Mm-hmm.
Al Qaeda,
Yeah, LCA.
and that it. Right. I mean, they wanted it to happen. Right.
So they set up
They set it up.
A
right?
crazy mob
Okay.
reaction so that they could cover up the murder of this, what's his name, Brett?
Yeah, but it
Stevens?
wasn't only Stevens, Ambassador Stevens, okay?
Okay.
He's only the sixth ambassador, I think, in U.S. history to ever be assassinated, so it's a big deal, right?
Yeah, no, that's bad taboo to assassinate the ambassador, right? This is your
Well,
lesson.
to kill anybody, right? But
Right.
the fact that this guy was abandoned, right? And, like,
he asked for help.
He's abandoned.
His office asked for help 3 times, saying we don't have enough security here.
yeah.
They ignored all 3. They're like, you don't have enough security because we actually have something planned for you. idiot."
We're gonna shoot
Right,
you.
so
You got enough guys to die with you.
the State Department was asking for help, right? And they were refused. This is just the other day. Ann Wagner, she's a congressional person, and she actually came out and she said, and she actually worked as an ambassador before, right? So she was asked, who has the authority, right? Who has the authority to order the military to stand down? And she said, without hesitation, the president. Right? So this thing was occurring, this is all the stories. This is what Greg's talking about, where they were calls for help. Hey, we're being attacked. We need support, right? And the Libyan military agreed to fly in, you know, and support and bring in Americans to American fighters and, you know, Air Force.
The Libyan
or whatever,
government was going to help bring in the Americans.
to do it, right?
To stop this,
And
yes.
Interesting.
and they were refused, right? So and the calls were coming through the Special Ops of Africa, right? So
Who are the Special Ops of Africa?
probably CIA.
No, but what are they? An African bunch or an American
Well,
bunch in Africa?
obviously, whoever it is. It's,
Well, if you hear they
Or
have,
we don't know,
If
is
you
it?
hear they have covert ops happening
It's a
in
known
90,
unknown.
92, 94 different countries worldwide. I mean,
We know these are the guys, but who are they?
and there were Americans that were based in Tripoli, American military that were ready to act, and they were told not to, that you do not have the authority, you will not be allowed to.
Stay out of this.
The security that was provided at the compound there was it was a lightly armed Libya militia, right? And a lot of people thought they were complicit in the whole thing. They basically stood
This
down.
Libyan militia were protecting or
It
attacking?
was they had like a very
they stood away.
they had a minimum security.
They stood away.
They had a minimum security here, right? So
They were told to get out of the way.
and what was it? How many Marines were shot? I mean, there was a bunch of other. I think it was like 6 others that were killed as well. I
Yes,
don't know.
there were not many people at. Really, the reality of it is, let's talk about post 9/11 American
No, let's talk about
Let's
this thing a little bit
talk
more.
about post 9/11 defense for a
Yeah.
second. There's nothing American that is not defended up the fucking ass, from drone planes, this, that, aircraft
Not one-
carriers, fucking Navy
No, there
SEAL
always
teams.
is, though. There always is, and a
They
lot
got
of
it all
times,
protected.
Greg,
You think
Greg, a lot of times there is, and it's strategically like that.
Well, now
That's
where
what we know.
That's where
because
we have to assume
They,
that
they
didn't
want
this.
they set this
protected.
up. They want this
Yes.
to happen.
Yeah, they
It's
didn't
all
want
a
it
coordinated
protected.
thing.
Yeah.
They tell people it's much like 9/11, where the Air Force, or the NORAD was told to stand down.
Yeah,
basically,
exactly.
or
What plane?
Stay out of the way.
don't respond.
Yeah, they got to drill out at sea.
Well, they were.
We have a higher operation going on here. You are to stand down immediately. What that
there's-
really means is we're up to something and shut the fuck up or you'll be on it.
But hey, man, that's the
Exactly.
way things roll. I mean, if they're able to cover up 26,000 sexual assault cases in the American military last year, okay, they can cover up anything.
Yeah, but sometimes if you don't open,
26,000 in the fucking
I know, but if
military,
you don't
bro.
open up any
Come
of it,
on, man.
nobody sees
They're
it.
covering
Stand first,
it
new
all up.
clothes. They're telling everybody two
They're
gay
covering
guys
it
can
all
be married
up.
and call it the same as a man and a woman getting married. For
Killing people,
It doesn't make
raping
sense,
people,
right? They're different.
fucking,
They're
it's all the
confusing
same.
money with biology.
So we'll go on with this. Then.
Yes. So these guys stood out of the way.
The request was denied for increased security. So they were operating below what they said, quote, a minimum security. So they were operating as like a skeleton fucking security or whatever.
And the surgeon was there. Yeah, all the guys are
This
behind where
was
they're
set
supposed
up-
to be.
The State Department said that austerity was not a factor in force security. So basically, the fact that
They had money for it.
there was no money was not an issue. Ambassador Stevens himself was sent to Benghazi directly by Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton, I like
She
that.
sent him there.
Clinton.
Absolutely.
Clinton.
Okay.
So he
Okay,
knew
so
something.
the U.S. forces in Tripoli were told 2 times that they did not have the authority to deploy during the attack. Right? So I told you that before, right?
Yeah,
They were
yeah,
told
yeah,
twice.
They were told to stand down
Right.
again. Yeah.
Mark Thompson, one of these whistleblowers, right? He was in the counterterrorism State Department. Called the White House for an immediate support team, and was told not the right time to do so.
Ah.
Right? No, they're attacking now. No, it's not the right time.
Yeah.
It's not
Call
the right
back in
time.
10 minutes. Yeah.
We're under attack.
Call back when it's over.
Yeah. It's not the right time.
Call back.
Sorry.
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 Nobody's
Called-
here right
called the
now.
right-
Please
wrong
leave
time.
a message after the beep.
You called it the wrong time. The
Exactly.
Family Guy is on.
Yeah.
We're watching it.
Leave a message after the beep.
After American Dad, you can call back.
Yes, we want to see the bombs go off. So the U.S. government did not seek permission from Libya to fly into the airspace, so they never requested.
No, they didn't
From
even
Libya.
care. They're letting it
Greg
go.
Hicks, right? This is one of the big whistleblower guys. Libyan military was offering to fly planes and carry American personnel. Right? SOCOM Africa said stand down. Right? So Greg Hicks himself was gagged by Hillary Clinton.
I was just going to say, when is this guy going to end up dead?
He was
We're fucked.
instructed not to speak, right?
You, stop talking.
And this was by Clinton's chief of staff, Cheryl Mills, right?
She sounds like a treat. A real treat, that one.
So this guy Hicks, he had 22 years of service, and he said he never had a command like that ever. It's the first time. He didn't know what to do. Right?
Well, you don't know what to do when they're fucking you, right?
Right? Can't tell the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I'm supposed to lie?
Oh, I'm not even supposed
I'm
to lie.
not
You're
used to
supposed
that.
shut your
I'm
mouth.
not used to that.
You're supposed to shut your mouth.
Is that the way we operate?
It is the way we operate. Illegal. We
So
do it
and
immediately.
then so he didn't want to shut up, so then they fucking stuck an attorney with him wherever he went. Anytime he showed up, he had the attorney there. basically. Right? He was
Straight
demoted.
from Homeland. DHS appointed attorney,
They
right?
fucking demoted him.
Did they?
Yeah. And he got slammed by the White House.
For having an opinion. Damn you.
Yeah. So this other guy, Sam Burrill, Clinton testified that the protests against anti-Muslim film were the cause.
Of course they
Right.
would protest that.
She said it was clearly connected to the film.
Clearly.
Clearly. Absolutely. And of course, UN Ambassador Susan Rice, she said that she came out right away. I remember that. I remember all that fucking.
Yeah, they all
happened
came out,
right
covered
away.
it up, and they all got together, and they all did what their part of the plan was.
Yeah.
This wasn't as simplified, just Hillary saying, fuck that shit. Right? Because if someone just did attack America,
No, it's
they'd be
planned.
all over it like
Oh
fuck.
my God.
It's,
Right?
This guy, Stevens, knew something.
No, yeah, absolutely.
He knew something.
He got sent to the fucking
I don't know what he knew.
dead zone, and they.
I don't know
fucking-
what he saw. I don't know what he was a part of. They got rid of him. And they got rid of other people directly related to him, obviously. He wasn't the only person designing this.
Exactly. What difference does it make, right? Is what Hillary Clinton said the other
yeah,
day.
there you go.
Susan Rice was awarded the 2013 Louis E. Martin Great American Award. And just the other day, so like this is just a couple days ago, and then just the other day, I think it was yesterday, Hillary Clinton won the Public Service Award. The Public Service Award.
For
in
what?
Beverly Hills. Well, for, you know,
We're making
organizing-
sure that stars do not get any robocalls from the FBI or the CIA anymore. There will only be lone wolf crackpots that will be doing this kind of thing. The Navy SEALs will not be involved with any robocalls or the CIA computers. And so the Beverly Hills Police said, Hillary, you've done a great job saving Tom Cruise from his future crimes.
What are you talking about?
That's what you said.
Yes.
No, she got an award for being what though? Super citizen?
Yeah, for being a
No, they give awards to themselves. This is how it's done. And when they give
Well,
awards
she
to
did
themselves,
attend the Mothers of Darkness there.
what was she doing?
True. She
Well,
was at
where
the
was it? In
Child
Beverly Hills, you said? In Beverly Hills?
The Beverly Hills Satanic...
Now remember there was robocalls from Beverly Hills to the stars.
Can we talk about the bigger...
We are.
Can we
We're
talk
talking about her award right now.
No,
She won an award.
No, fuck her. This is much bigger. We're talking about this scandal, which could potentially bring down the president of the
Should
United States.
bring down the president of the
But you
United
know what?
States.
This is how the Beverly Hills Police gave
Right.
her an award for being a good citizen.
Right.
They had released, remember we did the thing on the media control weapon where the stars were getting robocalls in Beverly Hills?
Right.
It is all a part of an intricate fucking tentacle that she's a part of.
Oh, she's one of the Mothers
right?
of Darkness, for sure.
Yeah,
This is
of course.
just more reality to
She's
it.
absolute evil.
Right?
She's absolute
They're giving
evil.
her an award for really,
being the most
she's
evil,
giving herself
exactly.
an award
Yeah, for being
taking
super evil.
over this spot.
No,
Okay.
she's super evil.
Yes.
She's the
It's fucking evil, dude.
I'd buy that for $1.
It's $1.25, sir.
Will they go to jail? Will government go to jail?
I'll be pardoned.
Yes, there's been a lot of shit that's come out here that you know, like the Republicans, of course, jumped all over it, right? As they probably should, right?
It's your
Someone's
job.
gonna do it, right?
Some of them are complicit too. Give me a goddamn fucking.
Well, half of it is their job.
So they
Democrat,
were all
Republican.
demanding all the talking points, the emails, the phone calls, all that, right? And then they got them, and they're all been dramatically edited,
Oh, nice.
right?
Nice.
By Obama administration,
By DHS, yes.
right?
Got to get in there. Classified.
So the
classified.
things that were all classified and cut out
In the beep was the beep and
were
beep.
the references to Al Qaeda and jihadists and Muslim extremists, right? They cut out all that shit. And they wanted to just make it look like, oh, the people freaked out because they saw the
People do that all the time.
All right,
when they
the
see
video.
movies.
That's interesting. That.
it's not done though.
Oh, it gets worse.
Oh yeah. So in the New York Times, right, they were talking about the House holds a hearing on the Benghazi attack. This is where all the shit's coming out, right? There's a Pickering-Mulling report that had misleadingly blamed lower-level officials while shielding their superiors, right? The committee's reviews show that the leadership failure in relation to security and policy in Benghazi extended to the highest levels of the State Department, including Hillary Clinton.
Clinton herself.
Right?
So
The
then
Wink Dip
she's
building,
directly related to the
that
president, so they're both complicit 100% in the death of Mr. Stevens. Now, where's his wife? Where's his poor wife? Does she get any justice?
No, the poor woman can collect insurance after they state
She
burial.
can collect insurance. Oh, that's better than having your husband alive.
It's
Go on.
much better.
Well, yeah. Then it's all like, of course, what they had done is Hillary and Susan Rice had said right away, and this was all over the media. I'm sure the Young Turds did a thing on it. The film, and they would show clips of the film, which you saw right there, which was done by some Jewish guy who's been arrested.
Oh, the Jews, they're friends of the Muslims, aren't they?
Exactly. That basically depicted Muhammad, was it, right? It was Muhammad, right, as being an adulterer or whatever.
Hey, he banged all his buddies' wives.
I'd be banging.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to give me your wife, because Allah said so.
That's a really
So
disturbing view of the problem.
so they
to be honest, and
this
I can
film-
see how any God-fearing Muslim would rise up to want to destroy this person. They do it in Denmark, and it is an extremism, right? But when the CIA is producing it on purpose, you could say that that's absolute evil, and that is the war. That is the jihad. Now, it is sometimes you got to attack it, and sometimes you got to defeat it from within. That grows without, right? This here case, this is all CIA doing stuff by the sounds of it, and it has their trademark and the rest of it.
Oh
It's
my
not a bunch
God.
of people running down and burning everything and jumping up and down, going, "Ah, whack bar," right?
No.
This is like,
Well, yeah,
here's a riot, and bam, 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 you're dead,
Yeah.
right? Sounds like The Godfather, you know, when he fucking did the light bulb there, and all of a sudden the guy came in, hey, this is a nice donut. Hey, what's the matter with my light bulb? Hey, you, bam, bam, right? You're dead meat.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how assassinations are always set up. Right?
Clunk,
There's
clunk,
always a
down one
plan.
tube, clunk,
There's
clunk,
always a
clunk, down another
plan,
tube.
right? There's a plan.
If it wasn't for these two whistleblowers that literally put their career, their lives
Exactly.
in jeopardy because they can't stomach the fact that they're lying to everybody.
You know, like, where is honesty gone? These people are heroes for standing up and fucking, you know.
But if they're deceivious and they're telling you the lie, but with a little tiny bit of truth that says, yes, this is a lie, can't you see, catch me, then they're actually being truthful. And that's where the evil comes into it, you see. That's where the twist of the fucking knife comes in. You have to watch what they're saying, but what they're really doing. Don't listen to what Nick Diaz says. Fight Nick Diaz as a fighter. Don't listen to Chael Sonnen, what he says. Fight him as a fighter. And that way you shut out the fucking illusion of noise coming at you, and you deal with what people do. Action is what they are. So if these people ignored this here, and it seems like they said shut up because we're an operation going on, guess what? There's probably an operation going on. And I'm sure if we were allowed to look at all the blackouts, which you can see is legitimate, because if you're giving away state secrets about some kind of thing that's a legitimate attack, that's right. But they used the law to commit crime, so we know this is just, we're going to save our own asses by blacking everything out. Even the thing about cupcakes and Muriel's wedding fuck. We're going to do. Okay, we'll release this part because we don't want families to be involved. You know, it's all a fucking
How
power
did we
grab
get from
tentacles.
Benghazi to cupcakes?
You didn't get the email.
I don't know what's going on.
He lost me too, bro.
I need some of those mushrooms you've got in your pocket.
Hey,
Man.
yes, that's Viking shit, man. You're not allowed to do that.
Paul Potts on to something new here because I don't know what he's talking about either. He's totally.
Well, when you hear it, you'll know.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna have to re-listen to it because I'm not sure what just happened.
So this film, right? The Innocence of Muslims was funded by anti-Muslim neocons from the Washington Institute of Near East Policy and the MFK,
The MFK, who the hell?
or the MEF, sorry, the
Oh.
MEF, the Middle East Forum, right?
Who's that supplied
With
by?
connections to the ADL I don't know who they are.
I don't even.
ADL is the Anti-Defamation League. And
Alright.
it's a Jewish group
There you
that
go.
goes after anybody who's anti-Semitic or does anything against Israel or any Jew anywhere,
Amazing.
anytime. Forever.
He fucking... I don't know what he said before, and then he comes back and he says something so important. I didn't know what ADL is. He knew exactly. Way to go, Paul.
Of
Thank
course.
you.
You think I'm...
Why do you always have to throw that madness in?
You guys can't keep up, man. You can't keep up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I gotta make it quick.
Alright.
You just leave out the half the conversation you had in your head before you start blurting out the other half. That's the only problem with
The conversation I had in my head was what you were saying, and here's my reaction to it. When you hear what you said, and you hear what I said, it'll make sense.
Yes.
We'll go back and listen to the tapes, but
We're gonna need to.
this
They'll erase
time,
the tapes immediately! They'll put us in the White House.
this time we'll take the peyote and the fucking mushroom mix.
I'm in for the mushroom mix.
Hail to the mushroom mix.
All right. So, so as I said, yeah, this ADL, my
Yep.
God, what it was?
Defamation League.
Anti-Defamation League.
Defamation League. Awesome.
Don't deflame me.
So, a massive think tank effort was put into making this film. It's obviously a film that was created from elements of the CIA. Like, let's make this happen.
Yes, it's got political implications, 100%.
Hugely. So the film was there to help the Obama administration basically a cover up of this whole thing, right? Where they can eliminate one of their State Department assets, your ambassador, right? And then of course allow the CIA and Al Qaeda, right? Because that's what they said. The same Al Qaeda, right? To stockpile missiles, right? That they grabbed, right? And to bring them into Syria to set up.
Lovely.
I can't believe...
And what the fuck is going on right now but fucking Israel nuking Syria and all fucking kind of Russia and Israel and USA, let's all sit down with Syria and steal their money. I mean oil. I mean this Princeton.
The Business Insider put a page up, right? And they said the Syrian connection here, basically a Libyan ship weighing 400 tons and had SA-7s, right? These are like these super-powered missiles, right? Was in southern Turkey on September the 6th. Its cargo ended up in the hands of Syrian rebels. The man who organized the shipment, Tripoli Military Council head, I'm gonna fuck this up, but Abdul Kalkim Belhaj worked directly for Stevens during the Libyan Revolution, right?
Oh, they had
Is
to
this
get...
guy a good guy or bad guy?
No, they had to get rid of the gun runner, fucking the guy that knew they were running the guns.
The middleman, they got rid of
They
him.
had to get rid of the middleman.
Kill the middleman.
Exactly.
They got rid of the middleman. Mr. Stevens was
set
just
this
doing
guy
his
up.
job.
To ship weapons in to create the rebellion
And then they got
Syria.
Here's some guns, go attack them.
It's pretty crazy stuff. This is
course.
globalization at work, eh? We're taking guns from Africa and missiles, and we're bringing them in and
Yeah.
creating a
It's
war.
always the same pattern with the economics. The only difference
Just
is
like
what the product
the
we're
Iran
selling.
Contra. It's the same
It
kind
is.
of deal.
We're selling.
Except now they don't have
Guns.
Buddy Oliver North in fucking court. They killed him.
He died of cancer or
We'll
something.
find another Ollie.
Whatever, dude. They had him in court, and he said, "Yeah, okay, I was the one responsible."
I did everything, including carrying it over the border.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stevens, okay?
We'll give you a pardon, sir.
Ambassador Stevens, his last meeting was on September the 11th. That's a bad day to have that meeting. Yeah, but that's the way they operate, right? They love those days. So that's when he was killed, right? His last meeting was on September the 11th with the Turkish Consul General Al-Said Hakim to negotiate a weapons transfer in an effort to get SA-7 missiles out of the hands of Libyan-based extremists.
Oh. And
Right,
where
so-
do you want to put them? Into the other extremists we have on the other side of the border.
That is so
Exactly.
Yeah,
fucked.
you guys got 10. All right, well, we're stopped selling to you. Now we're going to sell them 8.
Exactly.
Anyway, this poor man.
Then we'll sell you 3 and then 5.
So, from what we can tell, he's a middleman that was murdered
Yeah.
by this upper echelon of this fucking CIA fucking world.
When
It's
you
an
cut
opt
the
world.
string, somebody's got to be the cut.
The Dr. Steve, is it Pichenik?
Pachenik.
Pachenik, right? Okay. Dr. Steve Pachenik, who was on with Alex Jones, was talking about how there are there's a battle that's going on. There's like a covert war that's happening, right? Like that the CIA has become this monster itself, and it's coordinating all these actions abroad, and not just abroad, but yeah, big time.
And
within
since
the country
9/11,
itself.
Within the country. So internally and externally,
Yes.
they're doing some, who are they at war with? Themselves or with other people?
They're at war with the State Department. They're at war with the Pentagon. They're at war with the FBI.
So all the departments are at war with the CIA.
There's these power struggles that are going on within the United States, and this is one of the big ones, right? And this Benghazi thing illustrates it perfectly. How they are able to take people and eliminate them, troublemakers perhaps, right? And
Democrat removes the Republican.
They're loose ends.
move massive amounts of weapons around. You know, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, kill 3 birds with 1 stone, right? They do all this shit with this, right?
Yeah, perfect strike.
And that's something that's been going on for a long time. Apparently, the CIA is unleashed, right? And we've seen it, man. I mean, I think we've seen it over and over again. That, I mean, we talk about, oh my god, we're so stupid, right? We talk about monarch programming and what was the other one from the 70s there, right?
MK Ultra.
MK
MK Ultra.
Project Paperclip and all this shit, right? But meanwhile, they've got all the shit they've been doing for the last 30 years, which most of it nobody fucking knows, right? Like,
Since 9/11.
Oh, we're only waking up to what they've been doing to us and our parents.
Whatever. Since 9/11,
Exactly.
everything is classified.
All bets are off. It's fucking
Since
past
9/11, everything is classified.
War is on.
well, that's
The government that we pay for
the
considers
9/11
us to be the enemy.
report itself, Greg. The 9/11 report itself was so heavily fucking classified and censored. Like, so much of it was blacked out that, I mean, hundreds of pages blacked out.
Yeah, pages and pages. Everything's all blacked out.
Right.
The government believes that if you have the internet, you're with the child pornographers.
Yeah, we
Therefore,
know
you
what
should
we
not
know
have
what
the
they
internet.
think. We know what they think in Canada. Of
We-
course,
we-
Vic Taves has told us, right?
Exactly.
If you don't want us spying on you, you must be a child.
You know,
pornographer.
like,
you must be a child pornographer.
just
Yeah.
to put that, just
Really?
so people,
Is that my only choice for not having
Cake or
wanting
death.
to spy
Cake or
on-
death.
Yeah, cake or death. Exactly.
just
Run a cake.
to illustrate to people who are listening, that basically means that the government is saying we have a right to watch everything that you do.
And take out
On the
anyone we
internet.
want.
At any
We
point
have
in time.
we have a right to look in your computer
Yeah.
anytime we want,
Yeah.
because
They're taking
you
people
either
out.
have child pornography or you're clean.
Yeah.
That's our reason
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is so fucking dark.
No, that's the most.
Not only that is, here, let's be adults
That's
about the
the
whole
most
thing. Should you
draconian.
have ever happened to go to a child pornography? Should you ever happen to go to, then you should be arrested. Should you ever happen to go to a porn site, they have a gallery of 7,000 different categories, and one says child porn, by direct correlation, they can arrest you.
Well,
So if you've never gone to a gallery with a listing for fucking weirdness
can do
that happens
anything
to
they
come in
want.
by
And
anybody
they
who's
will.
allowed to upload to this fucking weird indexing
they don't-
site, they
dude,
can arrest you.
I'm
And if
gonna-
you ever happen to accidentally click on something that clicks on a pop-up window that comes in, they can arrest you.
Let me
so
tell
in
you
effect,
something
it
else.
means if you've got the internet, they can arrest you.
Dude, you're an idiot because you know
You think
something?
so?
You can be a guy who never went on a porn site and they come to your house and say, "We caught you on kitty porn," and you'll be like, "Well, I've never been on a kitty." And they said they take your computer and they're like, "Look, we planted it in here last week with the Norton update. You didn't know, you fucking asshole. Well, now you're going to jail forever."
He's
So they
absolutely
might do
right.
that.
Yeah,
He's
well,
absolutely
duh.
right.
They can do anything they
But I
want
don't
to your
think they do
computer.
that, Greg. 'cause
Oh,
here's what they
give
do.
me a break.
They watch what people do
They
through
can
the
spin
Norton
doctor
thing that
anyone
goes
to
back
be
to it.
anything ever.
That's how it
Okay?
works.
No, they can spin doctor anything.
And they monitor everything that goes out on the internet and store it in a database anyway. And they follow you on your IP
They're the
address.
biggest,
Do you
they're the
understand-
biggest pedophiles
The point of it
ever.
is, they're a bunch of pedophiles and trying to put other
Do
people
you
in jail.
understand how power works? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Do you
understand.
understand
It's
how it
organized
works?
effort.
They're
Right,
the pedophiles
it doesn't-
making us
Organized
Power's not a thing that's like you get a little bit of it and you say that's enough. That's not how it works, right? These people crave power. There's no end to how much control
They're relentless.
that they want.
Well, if they
The
have
more
craving,
control
it's
that
desire.
you allow them to have, the more they're going to grab. They are going to fucking convince everybody that
They're
He's
fucking
going to be
relentless.
like Akira, and he's just going to blow up into madness.
No, they're relentless. They
You
never
know.
back down. They never stop. And
They're
they
like
never
the
have
Jedi.
enough. No, they're like the Sith. They're not like the Jedi. They don't want you to be healthy and good.
No,
They
like
don't
the
want to
Jedi.
fucking say, hey, you picking on somebody, I'll cut your arm off. They're like, you picking on somebody, come with us. We got a job for you. Go to Benghazi and shoot that fucker. Go to Benghazi, shoot Mr. Stevens, and then you're one of us. I'm in, boss. You know?
Yeah, Dwight Eisenhower warned everybody in one of his final speeches about how dangerous the CIA was becoming. How dangerous.
Yeah, I know, but he kept funding them.
Kept funding them. How is he funding them? He's the fucking president.
He's
not
one
fucking
individual
paying them.
in the machine, bro.
But
He
like
tried his best.
they were trying. Carter tried to get rid of thousands of them. They have taken a massive amount of control right now of U.S. and foreign policy and internal policy, domestic policy. That's a reality that people have to wake up to. That the power itself. This is, my God. I mean, imagine the CIA. Imagine how they operate. I mean, like, think about it. One of the fucking first things they go into? Mind control. It's the first thing they go into. What do you think? They're gonna stop? Nah, we're gonna give up on that. No. Got all these
Seems
fucking
to work.
studies.
Yeah, let's
Like,
follow this
yeah, it
one up.
works well. Hey, this works even better. Guess what? I got an idea. You know, fuck, they're all excited. They're fucking going crazy. Oh, wow, we got computers now. Now, hey, guess what we can do, right?
Oh,
They
God.
They're
don't
fuckers,
want
man.
to stop. So where does their mind control end?
It doesn't
Where-
till you're a slave.
Where is it? You know, who knows, right? We talk about the Bilderbergs, but how powerful is the CIA, and are they controlled directly?
And they're only number 8
Are-
or 10 on the
are-
most funded fucking agencies in
are-
America.
Is the CIA under the control of either the Bilderbergs, the Illuminati, the Council of 13?
Did the
Yes.
CIA create
Or are they the
part-
fucking monster on themselves?
Or they might be just the monster on
Well,
themselves.
we got the
that grew up of a necessity, but stayed and liked.
I would think that really powerful organizations would want to have gotten in there pretty early.
Oh, I'd like to control the CIA. It'd be an absolute power.
So the
fuckery, wouldn't it?
Bilderbergs we know have been around since the 50s or the mid-50s or whatever, right?
I
So-
heard the 30s, even 20s.
Well, a form before that,
Yeah.
obviously, right? So whatever.
I mean, the League of
Whoa.
Nations, the idea. I mean,
Right,
we're talking,
the banksters.
Yeah,
basically.
we're talking 100
Let's
years
have
ago, right?
war.
So 100 years ago, they were discussing the idea of we're almost ready, right, to bring everyone together.
I think the idea that the CIA is involved so heavily in things like mind control is so disturbing, because if you said, those guys used to be in mind control, but now they're, they're not too big, they're not too powerful. Hey, fuck, guess what? CIA were in mind control quite a while ago, and then they were supposedly shut down, but guess what? They weren't shut down at all. They just fucking moved to a new location, and they expanded, and they became a different
They just
brand.
started.
Well,
Right.
what the
Playing
hell
part
is
two.
DHS? Department of Homeland Security? Do you know how
It's
much
the fascist
fucking money-
SA, man.
Do you know how much?
And eventually it'll be rolled into the army. So there'll be
much
army guys everywhere.
fucking
And then if
money
you move, they
those
shoot
people
you.
have?
You know, all those things.
Get in the glucose fructose liner, you're dead.
all-
Leave your luggage on the
So
platform.
many of them have morphed beyond, like, if we've seen since 9/11, the banks went fucking.
Yeah.
They morphed into
Yeah.
the CIA,
Yeah,
fucking. I mean, so many different things. The DHS, the FEMA.
Globular
they all,
monsters.
they all
Yeah.
grew into
They
these.
all their budgets all expanded 10, 20 fold instantly.
Exactly. And
They create all the strife in the world, and all you hear is, oh, the bomb manufacturers and the missile manufacturers are making more shit than ever, right? And it's like, this is so fucked. This is they can't be stopped. They're relentless.
So
They
to
can't be
me,
stopped.
like
They can't be stopped.
I
They're
look
relentless.
at
The only way
Benghazi.
to stop
drone
them is
plane
to
bomb
make them
you.
obsolete.
One of the reasons why I
The
didn't talk.
drone plane bomb.
One of the reasons why didn't really
Can't
talk
blame
about
myself.
Benghazi till now is because in my mind the Boston thing is a bigger deal. I mean, you're doing it on your own fucking country. At
They
that
do
point.
it. That's what I'm thinking.
Isn't that
All the
fucking
shit we
mad?
What
see.
you got to do it to get a reaction.
Everything we
Sandy
see. in the
You can't blow
mainstream-
up other people
No,
and
dude.
care Americans to care. You got to blow up Americans to get Americans to care.
You can't help but think everything you see in the mainstream media is orchestrated by them.
Oh, but
Maybe all the mainstream
98% of it was my guess.
Orchestrated
maybe
by-
everything from the dead pigs in China to the fucking Benghazi thing to the fucking everything. Maybe it's all a play. Maybe the only news. Maybe the reality of it is all the regular people are just regular and they don't want to hurt
No,
people.
there's a
and
certain
the only
amount.
sick people are
Not yet.
There's
They-
a certain
Not yet,
amount
but it is
that
getting
is
there.
pure
Greg.
art. That just is creative reality.
in news.
Not
And-
yet.
and all of it.
It's not yet because look. Let's
There's
be
a certain amount that is just general 60%ers because you got to fill up time, and there's a certain amount that's direct programming, and they tend to meld back and
They
forth.
have to
And
have-
art reflects
they have
reality,
to have
reality reflects
the
art.
news somehow. It has to be produced at some level, and this is where the Boston thing would be a fascinating study. That people could look into it and see how they carried out the whole thing. I think this needs to be done. I think it's incredible. That
So, if we take it to that level, it's not only Benghazi having the president impeached, it's fucking. We're talking thousands of people need to go to jail for the amount of criminal organization that's taking place. Like it's intense.
well, there'd be a
It's
lot of people
thousands.
that would just be taking
Thousands.
orders. There'd be a lot of people that are just taking orders.
I'm sorry, some of those people. Fuck you,
No,
motherfucker.
well, if you're taking orders, you're taking orders, right?
If you're taking orders, you're taking orders. You can't kill everybody in Germany because the Nazis took over, but you can say, "Hey, wait a minute, you fuckers." Now, the people who are in charge directly of the plan and know what really is going on are the culpable ones. Other people may be culpable for various things that you know is wrong, but may not be culpable for the big plan. And it goes on up the ladder that way. So there's a certain amount of plausible deniability along the way, and you can cut their tentacles at any point in
But
time.
then we just allow the same psychos to get the same pass in life.
That's
I
how
think
making
so.
them
I mean,
obsolete makes them extinct. By growing something better, that Monsanto weed will just die.
Well, we have to stop Monsanto.
It's a tidal wave. If it's a tsunami
Well, we
that
need-
comes
we
over,
need-
but
we
unlike
need-
Fukushima, which is evil and bad for us, this is a good for us.
No, we're doomed. We have.
You have to
Stephen Harper.
believe. You cannot lose your faith, even though
We
they
have
kick you in
5
the
more
balls.
budgets of Stephen Harper, and
Stephen
I guarantee
Harper's
you
time
Canada
has
will-
come. We're gonna have Hair Boy.
His time has come. 5 more budgets. His
Yep.
time has not come yet. Okay,
coming.
5 more budgets. There's going to be nothing left of Canada.
And
when
one
he's
big
back.
millstone around his neck.
It's going to be. Yeah, you wish. Listen, I wish. There's going to be 5 more budgets coming from Stephen Harper, and he's complicit with all these Benghazi things. He knows everything that's going on. This guy he's right in there, man. He's a G8 motherfucker.
Yeah,
he
he's
knows
a
it all.
technocrat of all
He's-
hell.
Yeah, no, he's part of the NAFTA, he's part of NATO, he's part of the G8, he's part of the G20, he's part of everything. He is fucking part of it
Efficient, economic, conservative.
all. Yeah, he's not efficient. In his economics are all
He's
full
not
of shit.
efficient for
Efficient for
you.
the banks.
Yeah, it is.
He's efficient for the corporations. They have a plan, Greg, and it's not just a 1-2 year plan. It's a let's talk 150-year plan of colonization of Mars. They might have fucking dirt that's worth money. We're gonna get it.
Yeah, well, I'm not.
They're
gonna-
coming. They're ready. they've got your gold. They've given it to the aliens that are showing up next week. You'll see them on TV Sunday night at 8.
People are not politically active. And if they don't get politically active, we have no hope.
People got to wake up, man. They got to get up. They got to stand up. Get up and stand
People
up.
are not going to stand up. For
Stand
now.
up for your rights. Gonna be a leader in your neighborhood.